Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to my corner of the world. We are here for a tribute reaction. It was uploaded by Dazed Edits and it's their video, Elijah Mikaelson, Salvation. This is a 38-minute video. I'm going to try not to pause too much, but this is about to be like a whole movie of Elijah. Elijah is one of my favorite characters in all of the TVDU. He's my third favorite Mikaelson behind Cole and Rebecca in that order. Yeah, I'm ready to hop in, but before I do, I just want to give a quick warning. Yesterday I was doing some I guess tweaks to my audio settings, so if it doesn't sound right, please let me know and I will try my best to correct that. But yeah, let's do this. Link to the original video will be in the description.
Good evening.
Who the hell are you?
Who are you?
Who is he?
You know who I am. I trust I need no introduction.
Is he a vampire?
He's one of the vampires, the original. Original vampire always wears a suit.
Oh my goodness. Where are my manners?
May I introduce the Lord Elijah?
I'm Elijah. I'm Elijah. I'm an original. Show a little respect.
Elijah Mikaelson.
Elijah Mikaelson.
You're the one they call honorable.
Elijah. You know, the good brother.
You heard of me?
So moral.
Yes.
I'm a man of my word, Elena.
My noble brother.
Elijah is a noble man, Stefan.
I will always protect you.
Elijah, you're a man of honor. He lives by a code of honor. I can trust him.
He's also a man you can trust.
You're to be trusted, but I want to hear you say it again.
I'm offering you to you.
Elijah is not just any
This
vampire who
epic
doesn't have promises.
music in the back.
Unlucky for you, my brother always keeps his word.
You are as calculating as I've heard, Mr. Mikaelson.
All my life, I'm not letting anything happen to that baby.
I won't harm anyone that I love, even if they've harmed you.
In exchange for my freedom, I promised the witch Davina.
You'll keep your promise about your mother's spellbook.
Promise me that you'll stop him.
Give me your word!
You have my word. I make a deal, I keep a deal. You have my word on that. You have my word that I will pardon you. I give you my word. Accept the deal. We will end Marcel's reign. The girl and child remain unharmed. Leave her. Word. Elena, I made you a promise. Now you have my word. I will find whoever is responsible and make certain that justice is served. I'll make you one last promise. I won't let my brother kill others. I gave my word.
The noble Elijah always keeps his word.
Elijah kept his word. You have asked for my forgiveness. I will grant you that forgiveness. But do not make me break my word.
Elijah is like the one person in I want to say all of fiction who I have heard use the phrase "I give you my word" the most. I don't think I have heard any other character in all of fiction use that phrase as much as Elijah. This dude is constantly giving his word to people, but he keeps it. That's what makes him the noble stag, right? A man of honor, got a code, until he gets manipulated by his brother into breaking his word. But it is what it is.
I know what a promise means to you, Elijah.
Elijah is the noble stag.
Yes. That's what they call me.
It's not like the noble brother to keep me waiting.
The maker, the creator, the founding father. I'm a very patient man.
I know better than you how dangerous Elijah can be.
Thank you for having the good sense to be frightened. I told a good friend I do my very best to spare the lives of her people. You leave right now. Elena and I have this deal. I will honor that.
Those wolves should have ran away the moment he started taking his jacket
Precisely 3
off.
minutes' time, your little hunting party will become the prey. Now, based on your recent failure to subdue my baby brother Niklas, this despite a better than 100-to-1 advantage. Anyone threatened to dismantle what I'm building here, I destroy everything they hold dear. If anything whatsoever happens to that girl or her unborn child, you needn't fear Marcel, nor Klaus, nor anyone, more than you will need to fear me. I'm not making myself clear here. This is a threat. Conflict between us would not end well for you. Any attack on me would be a bad idea. Or you rush headlong toward almost certain death. I recommend you heed my warning.
I love the way he speaks too.
When the situation becomes
Such an ancient way that he speaks, but with the most modern type of accent. I love it.
this existence, I can just as easily pluck you out of your choice. You die according to my will. Come get it. Go ahead. Take it. Gentlemen, if you so much as make a move to cross me, I'll kill you and I'll kill everyone in this house. Shall we?
Oh, I love that scene. Do you know how badass you have to be to break an entire wall of windows with coins? Oof. And he did that from across the street.
Permit me to explain.
Hey, concern. You're making a great mistake if you think that you can beat me. You can't.
I swore you would not die on my brother's hands. There's no need to be afraid. I said nothing. My own. You know, one thing I've learned in my time on this earth, I can't be beaten, nor can I be persuaded. Just one more second. Be careful what you wish for. You would dare threaten an religion. Can I suggest you take a step back? You come in here and challenge me. Are you challenging me?
Deal.
We are not on the same side.
You gave me your word and lied to my face. Pretended you wanted to help me.
The moment you cease to be of use to me, you're dead. This ends now. Our deal no longer stands.
This is what befalls anyone who bargains with Elijah Mikaelson.
Are we done?
I wish the others were more like you.
These things you keep hidden.
Love is a vampire's greatest weakness.
Is the red door the next chapter? Yeah.
We do not feel, and we do not care.
You don't like people taking care of you?
Well, there are consequences.
Sorry I'm not talking too much. It's just like
bad memories now.
I'm like really
We go away.
like invested
you
in
cannot
this.
allow me to live with what I've seen.
Images of who I am. Sometimes it appears to me in flashes.
Lines you wouldn't cross. People you wouldn't hurt. Things you wouldn't do. But you are wrong.
You look at me, and you see everything you bore in yourself.
Beneath your formal attire.
Sure, you dress it up with your fancy suits and your handkerchiefs.
Even you, Elijah, with your claim to nobility, you're no better.
Fell for the suit.
Let's start with what you refer to as the red door.
With your mask of civility and eloquence, you're every bit the abomination I am.
Call yourself
I
a
don't
noble
care
one,
what
but you're a
anybody
coward,
says.
Just like your brother.
Elijah is more terrifying than Klaus.
Shameful secrets. The
I
lies.
truly don't care what anybody says.
It's facade.
Or was.
You taught yourself to hide from
I've
what you
like
are for
watching this for the
thousands
first time.
These are your true colors.
I found myself being more scared of Elijah than I was of Klaus. This dude Elijah is far too unpredictable.
Noble stag. I won't hurt you.
What have you become?
I'm what I've always been. I'm the one who loves you. It's nothing more than a deception.
She died because of Klaus.
She died because of me.
You cared about her, didn't you?
Hurt. Talia. I could not. I'm not. I'm once.
But you did.
Because I cared too deeply for her. It's a common mistake, I'm told.
You created a place in your mind for your victims.
The door to a slaughterhouse.
What goes behind that door shall stay there and be forgotten.
Is that a hint of the fabled beast behind the red door?
Why that particular door?
This is where the first woman I ever loved told me she loved me in return.
I choose you, Elijah.
You mess.
Come here. You know I'm restrained to your hands. However, I am possessed of it.
And the way that they handled the red door was so well done.
I took her life on a leg again.
Especially that episode digging deeper into Elijah's past about how the red door was
As we
created.
both know, untidiness is your undoing.
When I talk of virtue, when it suits my needs, I kill, maim,
It's
torment.
like you cracked open
Your suit
a
was
shell and got to the like really juicy parts of who Elijah is.
To myself,
Such a good episode.
to everyone.
know what's behind that red door.
However, now and then I can be consumed with the chaos and untethered from that control. terrible hunger. My hunger could overwhelm me.
I went through the red door.
Soiled clothes serve as a reminder of your filthy memories.
It's quite the monster you got lurking in there.
The moral side raised is now but a mask worn to hide ancient demons.
What would you have done to those kids?
Elijah, what'd you do?
So you'll always be a poster boy for violence first. Always.
This is where the deeds are concealed. Whatever I had to do.
Elijah.
Don't run.
For many sins.
Stop! Elijah. Stop! Elijah, please calm down.
After you ripped my heart out, all you represent to me is death.
You want to see mine?
How quickly you slip back into your more savage self.
And that is why you're as cursed as them.
What I had turned you into. Predator.
I will deliver another kind of nightmare.
What if we're just creating a monster here?
I am a monster.
He certainly
All
is.
people know that.
I saw things, Rebecca. In his mind. Not just memories I saw.
You will not break me.
Oh, you are already broken, my dear boy.
Cling to the hope that I can be redeemed.
For 1,000 years, you fed on innocent blood.
You saw the violence, the rage. You see him as the wretched, deceitful monster that he truly is.
He made himself for the loss of a mother.
I'm really
And this
loving
was
the
his
music
revenge.
choice for this.
You
The
ran like a
music is so
coward.
fitting.
Leaving the Stricts to be slaughtered by a mad father.
Already one of the other poor souls who met their fate at your hands. You're even now forcing yourself to deny. You want Jackson dead.
You're waiting for the day I die so that you can take your immortal place beside him.
The long white corridor with the red door.
That's where you hide the things you don't want to remember. I mean, you've been doing it for 1,000 years. You must be afraid that loving you will destroy her.
These were unspeakable deeds, Commander.
Elijah, let me ask you a question. Do you remember at all what it's like to be a human being?
It was I who killed Tatya.
As it destroyed Celeste, Tatia.
So you can only see me as some kind of merciless butcher.
These days, who knows what you might do?
Yes, I do.
I tried to see.
And that's the thing, right? That's what I was talking about earlier. Klaus just said it. Who knows what you might do? Like, at least with Klaus or really any of the other Mikaelson siblings, like, those guys essentially all wear their hearts on their sleeves. Like, you know exactly what they're feeling, how they're thinking. Like, you can predict how they'll react. But Elijah, dude has like the greatest poker face ever. He will wear the exact same smile of greeting an old friend that he would ripping out somebody's heart. Like, it's actually insane. You don't know what Elijah will do because he's just that good at like stonewalling. And that to me is what makes him more terrifying than Klaus. The fact that you don't know what he's thinking. You don't know what he's going to do. And there are even times where he's actually more cold and ruthless than Klaus. And I'm just like, yo, y'all really like try to set up this whole thing of Klaus being, I mean, he obviously out of the siblings, he is the strongest one, but like people tried to set up Klaus being, you know, the scariest one, right? But bro, his older brother is right there. Like, how, I don't understand how people don't find Elijah more terrifying than Klaus. I really don't.
Merciless butcher.
These days, who knows what you might do?
Yes, I do.
Because like, look back throughout the series, both Vampire Diaries and the originals, there are moments where Klaus is legitimately scared of Elijah. And I don't blame him.
Is now full bursting with your most
Elijah, in a lot of ways, reminds me of Michael
She must have witnessed.
in terms of how scary he is.
That's what he is.
I really thought that I would find him in a good place. But he chose the darkest part of himself.
I hunted her down, and mercilessly I feasted upon her she tore her from us.
His impulse, his natural instincts.
Well, I was never good.
I think maybe that's who he really is at his core.
And if the bastard can be saved, well, maybe there's hope for you.
I know what it is. I guess I always knew.
You have absolutely no virtue, and you have no value here or wherever it is that you decide to drag yourself next.
Haley.
And I'm gonna be praying for her soul, because I know you ain't got one.
Where's Elijah?
I'm right here.
Do you understand? But I always thought of you as being the compassionate.
One day only the monster shall remain. I'd have done anything for Klaus.
And beside the noble Elijah, how can I be anything but the lesser brother?
He's not better off without that child, Rebecca, and neither are we.
Fated to watch from the shadows. A noble martyr.
You're beyond pathetic, Elijah.
Only living brother.
Our brother rarely anything but pain. Elijah?
Your brother Klaus
Oh,
handed you
that
to
was
Persona box.
that was messed up. Making Elijah watch Gia die. Oof.
Because you never cease to amaze me. It's such a hollow little life that you lead. Yet each time that I am tempted to surrender, I see it. The glimmer of goodness. There is hope for our brother after all. That allows me to believe.
At what point in your immortal life will you stop searching for his redemption?
Because the first time our father laid a hand on you, he struck my brother.
Yet you still don't give up on him.
He doesn't share your unwavering belief that I can be saved. Cared about anything for centuries. Why on earth do you?
Well, because I failed you.
The act may be reprehensible, but your admitting to it proves you to be the man I thought you to be.
The one who sees hope to make his family whole. And since then, all that you have ever wanted, all that we have ever wanted, was a family.
Well, why is that?
He's still in there.
Stood witness as Mother found the part of you these people would kill. Me.
No, I did everything that I could to protect you.
Protect me!
Father, stop!
Stay back! Or you'll be next! You set my course! You stood and you watched as Michael beat me till I passed out cold. I never watched you suffer!
Despite every one of your despicable deeds, I alone have always stood by you. I was beside you, tortured and beaten without mercy.
Talk of Nick's happiness. But for 1,000 years he has robbed me of any chance of my own.
You're ashamed of me.
Beast. An abomination. I deserve your love.
Your secret betrayal was the cause of everything I became.
Do you think that you made my dad a villain?
I should have struck him dead, but I did swear to him.
Oh, by the way, did we move chapters? Brother's keeper and responsibilities. Oof.
You don't make it easy to love you, brother.
And yet you're obstinate in your desire to do so.
Well, I've given up on giving up.
I have all eternity to accomplish one single task, my brother's salvation. If I surrender this, then tell me what
I could be wrong in saying this, but I feel like Elijah was so determined to seek the redemption of Klaus because he wants to have that hope for himself, that he himself could be a better person. He tries to seek out the goodness in others, and hopefully it would reveal the goodness within himself. I could be wrong, but that's kind of how I looked at it.
They hurt each other more than anyone, but
I also think that Elijah's the better fighter between him and Klaus.
the pain that you have put him through, he has always forgiven.
Technique-wise,
I have stood by you. I've forsaken every single one of my desires in the name of your ridiculous redemption. I wanted to kill my brother 1,000 times. Never been able to. So my disease has always been blind devotion to my brother. 1,000 years.
They're vicious when it comes to protecting each other.
And whenever he has needed me, I have been there. And no matter what I do, I'm at the complete mercy of that devotion. Brother.
The monster in me can only be checked by the monster in you.
Well, no mountain is endless, brother.
You are a sentimental fool.
Some are just steeper than others.
Don't speak to me of Elijah.
He loves you.
Yes, he does, and he proves it time and again.
Find his way.
For the first time in centuries, he acted solely for the benefit of another.
He's never gonna change. Not even for his own daughter.
Oh, he already has. She has changed him. But I've lasted this long in spite of it, haven't I?
Big brother, at last you joined the fray.
Somebody had to take charge.
You coveted the duties of the eldest brother, in which case you had near on a millennium to fix the problems of this family, and instead produced 9 centuries of failure.
I guess it must be tough to spend 1,000 years being the shoulder everyone else leans on.
But he has an Achilles heel.
You stood by him, all because of your vow.
A few short years ago, when you broke your curse, I held your beating heart in my hand. In the name of our family. And yet here we are, still alive, still family.
You recognized the sacred bond of family.
I see you're always working some angle to protect your family.
Family above all.
Family above all.
I followed my brother here to New Orleans to engage in a war. Pew, and I will stand by you. I will be your brother. We will build a home here together. We'll make this home a fortress. Turmoil arise should anyone dare to disrupt our kingdom.
At least Klaus is upfront about it. But not you with your manners and your suits and your handkerchief.
There it is again.
Together can we defeat our demons and save our
People
family.
constantly talking about how Elijah hides the monster within.
Under threat, we take action, for better or worse. Whatever it takes to protect our own. We must protect at any cost. By whatever means necessary. But if I have to make you suffer to protect Rebecca, that is what I will do. It's too dangerous for you, brother. You cannot do this alone.
Always 10 steps ahead of the game with you.
Well, often, victory is allowing your opponent to believe that they are triumphant. You need only trust me.
In years, I've trusted you.
Mayhem has descended upon our home.
Now more than ever, I need my brother, my closest ally, my blood.
I'm not a concern for you.
We all make sacrifices in the name of this family, Rebecca, but know this, I will never stand against you or Niklaus.
And if I'm to choose a sign, do you wish to die?
How predictable.
You can't win.
You still wander through a smog of your own self-import. I suppose your little niece never really had a chance.
This is Elijah Mikaelson, traitor to our cause.
Stand with me. Or fall with him. Choose, son. To our victory, brother.
He even stood up against Michael. Talk about he'll always choose Klaus.
Push comes to shove.
That dude.
Always trust a Mikaelson to back another Mikaelson.
You come at me. No one hurts my family and lives.
I do really like the way that the Michaelsons stand by each other. I respect that.
Elijah.
You find some way to survive in the fight, and you have the audacity to come back.
Where is my brother? I've come for my brother. Give me my brother. Prevent us from saving our sister. I will not lose a brother. Every adversary in this town we have won. We will fight them, no matter who they are. No one. Always choose him. Today I did things I abhor to protect the one thing I value most. And if I have to burn that secret to the ground, my family. Family above all. Legions of deadly enemies have fallen by my family's hand. What makes you think you stand a chance? I will fight for my family until my last breath.
All in the name of always and forever.
This absurd devotion to your lunatic family.
You choose your own family always.
Obviously, there's his family. Hello?
And the rest. I mean, why must you always consider our family a burden?
I only ask that you remember the oath of loyalty you once swore to me.
Niklaus.
I mean, it's like, I get where those who were hurt by the Michaelsons are coming from, but it's like, at the same time, would you not do the same? Like, if it was your family, would you not stand by them? Like, people love to fault the Michaelsons for constantly putting one another above everyone else. But let's be real, we all do that. Because it's like, who are you going to care about more? Your family or an old flame? Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, obviously, you're going to care more about your family.
This is right, we made a vow. Always. Forever. Always and forever, Rebecca. That is what we once swore to each other. I mean, those words are as important to me today as they ever were. Family blesses us with an immeasurable power. We can never waver from the power of that bond, even when it is tested. We end this nonsense now.
Could we have discussed this?
No, you discussed this. None of us had any say in the matter.
My final decision, I only ask you stay your hand.
That's not your decision to make.
I asked you to cease these petty moves against our family.
Enough.
Listen to me!
Rebecca, are you honestly siding with her?
Choosing sides, but I will not allow you to hurt us. Nor will I make a choice between yourself and Niklaus. Control yourself. Control yourself. Enough.
This isn't your fight.
I told you to stay your hand. The bond nourishes us, gives us strength.
Functional bickering lunatics, but they stick together no matter what.
It gives us a responsibility to love without condition.
You care for one another so deeply.
This one is family, Madame.
It's quite ludicrous, this...
I believe to be our blood.
Freya is our family. We've committed countless atrocities over the years.
dedication to one's own blood.
But Elijah has only ever done those things for family. To stand by my side. Be my brother.
I need you.
Never harm you. You killed half the Navy rescuing me.
I will not abandon my sister. You must help her back. You must not lose you in the process.
Truth you speak, the one thing that I agree with entirely.
What happened to that child?
Whatever it takes to prevent this.
No way that Elijah is gonna let anything happen to your baby girl.
You can't expect
If he can help it, Elijah would never let anything happen to his family.
Unbreakable.
You were always the keeper of our bond.
Can't let me hurt my family.
It is the only love worth fighting for.
That is why he's the very best of us.
Without that power, we are nothing.
And because of that, you will feel this pain the most.
What do you intend to do, brother?
Whatever it takes to save our family.
I'll be the very devil himself, but make no mistake. I would violate everything sacred under the sun in the name of rescuing my niece. Everything, Klaus, with every fight. With
I mean, for real, bro, you can just say family there.
Safety. Do you understand?
He would violate everything sacred under the sun if it means protecting his
So
family.
many times before.
And whenever he has needed me, I have been there.
This dude surely is the glue that holds them all together.
Family is always first. I can't do that anymore.
Now be one step closer to my daughter, and I cannot allow that.
Release me from always and forever.
This is going to be the end of always and forever.
Even I must make certain sacrifices. Understand the need to make sacrifices for one's family. If indeed we are to preserve the precious bond between Niklaus and that child. What I want is for that girl to be happy.
And I know the sacrifices he's made for me, for this family.
Don't tell her I was here.
He saved us all at various times.
Everything you did was in the name of protecting her and not me.
The vow that you have honored. Forget it.
When the time comes, I beg you, let me go.
Let it go.
Best thing I can do for you is disappear. Now we remain together, always and forever.
Always and forever.
Goodbye, Elijah Mikaelson. Who I might be if Niklaus no longer needed me. Did I have any desires of my own? I thought about it. There was a time long ago. I do recall I wanted more.
Amnesiac Elijah. Oof.
I lost the feeling.
That guy.
Blood and chaos. And
You can't let the bad things that you did in your past define you. What's this?
I don't know. I know I didn't write it. Becca asked me if there was somewhere I could go to be happy.
Well, sometimes it's good to make a fresh start.
Manosk. This is
beautiful village in the south of France.
You love it here, don't you? I mean, you're happy.
Do I have any requests?
How does he look?
Something feels right, you don't question it.
He seems happy.
Tell me why you wrote it. Tell me. Because you asked me to.
I find I'm not good without Elijah.
Is it odd having strangers confide in you?
I guess I just have that kind of face. And about him in the past tense.
He's been away.
For someone. A kid. A girl. And she means everything.
What are you doing here?
Protecting my family.
Family above all. And now you sound like my brother.
I'm not your brother.
Not your brother!
Whoever I am.
Got that right. In that state of mind, you definitely weren't.
You have to be strong. You may not remember yourself or your family.
You're talking about somebody else's life.
No, this is still your life!
It's not like you held a family vote before you decided to erase all of us.
Why did you hide who you are from me?
Mikaelsons are nothing but chaos and bloodshed.
I know what's at stake, Elijah.
I don't want you to know that part of me.
Knew who he was, and he still told me to leave. I begged him.
See? Leave!
Always and forever.
I made another vow.
Things are creeping in, only nothing of substance.
No.
Nothing that hurts. If Elijah doesn't know who he is, it's not because of magic. It's because he doesn't want to remember.
You sure that my feelings weren't simply the product of my ridiculous crusade to try and save you?
Even the way he
Any
talks,
excuse
man.
whatsoever just to maintain
Oh, he
that
was so different.
pathetic entanglement of always and forever. Elijah Mikaelson is dead.
You don't remember teaching me how to play the piano in this room?
Then you should be Johann Sebastian Bach.
I want to be like you.
Or welcoming me home from the war in the courtyard?
Good to have you back. Niklas was beside himself in your absence.
How about exiling me from the city that I built?
However, you're hereby exiled.
Or ripping my heart out?
Yeah, he
Before
didn't need
dropping
to
my
do
body
that.
off the bridge?
There was no need for that.
His life is worth saving. That my daughter's life is worth saving.
So save this girl. Save your child. My relationship like with your daughter?
But Dad, he said we lost our family's only hope.
This was our hope. This was our family's hope.
She has no idea how dangerous it is to be loved by you.
How long before it's your beloved Haley's corpse behind that door?
And loving any of us is a death sentence, isn't it?
And that is what's behind your door. The truth about what you did to the woman you love.
You ever feel like that?
Like what?
Like you were just destined for something?
Yes.
When she
Once
emerged
before.
into the night, I could swear the light fell on her skin as if the moon was made for her alone. Haley.
Do you have any idea how rare love is?
You've fallen for her, admit it.
You've begun to admire this girl.
You're back.
He came back.
I'm back. I always come back.
What is it about my brother that always inspires such instant admiration?
I will always protect you. I will not let anything happen to you.
I won't lose that baby.
I won't lose either of them.
He was kind to me.
Oh, and I suppose your affection for Haley has nothing to do with your tireless dedication. Yes, you see, I saw how you cared for her tonight.
We've come here for the girl. Give her to us.
Called her name in the dark.
Haley!
The zeal with which you destroy those who would harm her.
We kill everyone here.
Everybody knows you're in love with her.
I have denied every single impulse that I've ever had for that woman.
Since the first day that I met you, I have felt everything for you.
How can Antoinette possibly hold a candle to Haley, to the way that you felt about her? You loved her.
Things between us are complicated.
Still sucks that Haley
Well, that's a lot
died
often used
too.
to describe my
That was
brother.
another
But his
death
feelings
that
can be
did
quite
not
simple.
need to
He
happen.
adores you, Haley.
I do hope your daughter inherits her mother's everything.
Tell me that you think betrothals are stupid. Tell me that I have a choice.
You will always have a choice.
I want to build a life with you, Elijah. With hope. I want us to be happy when I wasn't with my daughter all was you.
We fight for those we love. There's just too much good in you.
I love you, Elijah. I always have loved you.
That's why I love you. I can't stop being this, and also can't stop loving you.
Oh. I was bested.
You were bested! My invincible brother. Word, understand? I let this person in. I let her in. I don't let people in.
Doesn't have any idea of the damage he's wrought. If he finds out, it'll destroy him.
Remember your family. Remember Haley.
I needed her, and you've broken me.
You killed my brother, and you let Haley die. Because despite what you might think, you did love her, not because of some family obsession, because of her. Because she believed in something better for all of us. Because she fought for it when we couldn't.
Whatever we are, you and me.
You're not alone.
We were doomed.
This was my fault. I did all of this.
To protect us. For Elijah.
We're under threat.
I know that, and I know how you handle threats.
Protecting our family.
To deal with the growing up.
I'm sorry, I'm
extinction.
I'm like being really quiet. It's just this is just so good of an edit. I'm like entranced by it.
Tell me what you want from me. What are you asking me to do? Do you want me to do?
Pursuit, what was I supposed to do?
Run with your brother. Stay with me.
I love you. Forgive me, Marcel.
Elijah, she's just a kid.
What choice do you have?
Marcel, he had no choice.
I had no choice. I had no choice. What's necessity?
Was it?
Do you really believe that?
We all have a choice.
You'll lose yourself.
I know what he is. I guess I always knew. But I loved him despite it. Or maybe because of it.
It seems you're always willing to watch the world burn, long as you survive.
I know would put anything aside for family.
Family is power, Niklaus. Love, loyalty, that's power. This is what we swore to one another 1,000 years ago. I am on your side.
You were a Mikaelson.
Survive as a family.
You did what you had to do.
Seeing the ones we love, whether we mean to or not. That's just what we do.
Goodbye. Forgive me. Please forgive me. It is who we are.
It is interesting how they decided to include some of the deleted scenes. That's cool.
He's carrying around all this guilt, like he should be punished for the rest of eternity.
So now you see her face everywhere you go. You hear her voice in your dreams.
Elijah.
And you feel the lingering ghost of her touch.
How does it feel?
Like the worst pain that I've ever experienced. Certainly never forgave myself. 5 years ago, we met in Manal, experienced something. So it wasn't until all my memories returned that I realized, profoundly wonderful, that when it was taken from you, your life felt unbearable. I could have saved her. Could have saved her, Nicholas. I believe that when you love someone and that person loves you in return, you're uniquely vulnerable. I can't forgive myself. I have a power to hurt you. It's like nothing else. Say that I leveled myself. Can't explain to her what she saw in Nicholas.
Or maybe immortality has finally soured you. After all, you've abandoned your eternal efforts to save Nick's soul.
What is the Mikaelson family? Desperately searching for some kind of humanity beneath the ridiculous banner of always and forever. Until your daughter came to us. She must not suffer the same fate.
But not beyond repair. I am here to fix you.
Just a dream. Unfortunately, it's one that's just beyond our reach, considering the curse of our existence.
Yes, I am utterly powerless. This is not a state of affairs I'm accustomed to.
What's left for the legendary Elijah Mikaelson without that singular motivation?
Perhaps I'm not weathering this ordeal as well as one would hope.
You're not. The moment I end, you're free.
We protect this family at any cost.
You think I'm not aware of how heavy that burden is?
Elijah, I think that we were both born with responsibilities that we didn't deserve.
When I say Elijah, Mikaelson was his North Star. That burden, free of what? That he guided Klaus through the darkest parts.
Free of the Mad King, brother.
Simply too much to bear.
Elijah was always there for me. Swooping in when my rage got the better of me, setting me on a path to redemption. For 1,000 years, he made me need him.
I'm not afraid to die.
I need you with me. I need you. You're the only one I trust.
I have carried you for centuries, Klaus. 1,000 years, I have desperately tried to sway you towards some kind of reason.
Years, my brother and I have walked this earth. We defied the inevitable for a dozen lifetimes. I am not about to surrender to it now. Evening, Elijah.
Klaus. Ways end forever. It anchored you, filled you, grounded you for 1,000 years.
My brother was my greatest ally.
He has a long history of getting himself into trouble.
And I'm guessing you have a long history of getting him out of it.
He was the only one who could give me a chance of being worthy.
That look on Klaus's face.
And I'm guessing you have a long history.
The moment he saw Elijah get in the middle of him and that wolf pack, he's like, yeah, what y'all gonna do? He on my side. I love it when Klaus gets that look on his face.
Of getting him out of it.
He was the only one who could give me a chance of being worthy of hope.
Besides, he only ever listens to you.
Needs his brother as his co-captain. He's got to have Elijah there. Rein him in.
Do this without you, Elijah. You need me. And he was my best friend. Leave me. I need you to leave me to my fate. To leave you.
Let go. I will never let go. I saw a path. I saw a vision of a future for everyone that we love. And then when I looked at my own future...
Now you're not burdened with saving Mikaelson.
It's my brother.
Elijah's my brother.
You'll always be my brother.
There's nothing after this. No peace.
I don't know.
And I finally get it.
My dear, the agony of being a father, loving someone so much you cannot bear to see them in pain.
You'll never leave this city.
Just darkness.
The purpose of my life, my unrelenting desire, has always been, I might have somewhere, the redemption so much my mother and what I've always done. Face it together. We remain together. I'll let you into the fire. I intend to die by your side.
If we're destined to meet each other in another life, just now.
You truly believe I am redeemed?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I'll be waiting for another day.
You'll never leave, Klaus.
As always. I told them that I was going to redefine always and forever. I was going to follow you from this adventure to whatever lies beyond.
I don't deserve the love you've given me, brother.
Oh, that was incredible. And I really do like Salvation being the title of this because, in all honesty, that has always been Elijah's like end goal, right? Salvation, redemption for Klaus mainly, but then, like I said earlier, I also believe himself and really just the family in general. He's always tried to steer the family on a better path, you know? So like this was epic. It really dug deep into who Elijah is at his core, like all the ups and downs. It was incredible. I love the way that they spaced it out with the different chapters. I love the music. This was just great. It was like Elijah's life in a movie in 38 minutes. It was great. But that's going to be it for me. If you enjoyed my reaction, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And honestly, if you stayed till the end, I am very impressed. But yeah, I'm out of here. Catch you guys in the next one. See ya.